The stakes in the budget fight going on in Congress right now could not be clearer or higher. It is plain and simply an attempt to stand up to Donald Trump and the Republican Party's radical partisan budget and their radical partisan effort to consolidate as much power as possible in Donald Trump's hands at the expense of the U.S. Constitution and the laws of this country and the basic rights and freedoms of the American people. Their budget makes huge cuts to healthcare. It would knock millions of people off of healthcare insurance and drive up the costs of healthcare for millions more. It cuts vital food programs for hungry families and children. But it also goes beyond that. The president is slapping tariffs on everybody in the world without legal justification, driving up costs on food and housing and so many more things. He is using the Justice Department to persecute his political adversaries while also pardoning the crimes of his friends. He is radically transforming our government. And now, with the Republicans controlling the White House, the House, and the Senate, they can't pass their budget, they claim, without Democratic support. But they're not going to negotiate. They're not going to listen to us on a single issue. They expect Democrats to vote for this radical partisan budget. And we're not going to do that. And please understand, I believe in compromise. I believe in working with people who you disagree with, working with the other party. But this is not that. If we simply vote for that radical partisan budget, that's not compromise. That's not reaching across the aisle. That is surrender, and surrender to a radical partisan budget that is fundamentally upsetting the entire future of this country. It is a fight we have to have, and not one that we should surrender to whatever the Republicans force on us. Listening to Mike Johnson talk about how he's not going to negotiate, okay, but we're not going to vote for a budget that is taking healthcare away from millions of people, taking food away from millions of people, and giving Donald Trump more and more power to abuse it for his personal agenda at the expense of what is in the best interests of the American people. It's that simple.